All right, we are live. And we already got the chat going. Hello to Anirudh. Send it in to... All right. So let me just pin this message real quick. We are live. Okay. Make sure I can see the chat. Make sure my audio and video are in sync. You know, I get really frustrated when they're not in sync. It's kind of interesting quirk of mine. But yeah, I'm just going to start, this month for me is all about the Baya. Let's do a little bit of Baya stuff. And then we'll go from there. So we don't really have a lot planned for this stream. There's no document made, so we'll just see how it goes. Could be a disaster. Could be awesome. We'll see. So yeah, this tabla is kind of a bit out of tune. I just brought it down from C sharp to C. So it's kind of being a bit rebellious. Just tune it up real quick. Oh yeah, and of course the best app to tune I found is on Android. It's called G Strings. All the other apps, the one trouble I've had is they jump very fast. This one kind of stays consistent. Sounds good. Yep, we'll leave it at that. All right. So we'll get started in just a few minutes. We have clips to review today. All I did basically was I went in Discord and downloaded just a bunch of clips. And we'll see. A lot of them may not even have anything really worthwhile in them. So I just went, downloaded 30, 40 clips. I think around 30. And basically I'm just going to go through them all. And I'm going to just give feedback. And of course, the whole point of this is to have fun. I'm not condemning anyone, just giving, my advice. I have good headphones on right now, good ear for clarity. So I'll just give basic feedback. And if the people are watching that are in the clips, it'd be great for them. And if your tabla playing sounds like them, it can also benefit you. But first, I have a question for everyone. Why do people not play this more often right here? It's kind of like from Banaras. It goes dhagad hineg hined hati dhagad tenek nati. So you can play dhagad hineg hined hati dhagi na dhigad hinati. So yeah, it's a really good, kind of composition. Really helps a lot with the hin coming out well. And this tabla is kind of bothering me. If it keeps acting up, we'll switch to something else. But it's basically what we're going to be doing today. It's the game plan, just reviewing the clips on Discord. There's a lot of them, and we'll get to all of that. Here's a quick look at all of them, and I'll be back also in just 2 seconds. I'm just lowering the AC. It's a bit hot, so 1 second. All right, so back, and so these are the clips we're going to be looking through today. They may not all have, something worthwhile in them. Probably play for just, a minute or two more, and then we'll get started. Just feel like playing just a little bit more today. And what am I practicing? The usual. There's one thing I've been playing lately that I have some trouble with, and I've always had trouble with this. This is kind of like Ustad Habibuddin Khan's pigeon rela or composition. When you play it fast, I'm not practicing the slow version, but it's so since I'm working all on the baya this month, it's all about that. How do you speed that up? That's what I've been trying to figure out. And then when you go faster. So it's all So yeah, that's kind of it. I don't think that sounded very good, but that's what I'm working on basically. Right there. So yeah, let's now get into it. And of course, I've posted the link in the chat for you guys if you want to see any of your clips reviewed. So I might as well just go in order. Probably won't do all of them. It'll be a lot to say or do. But let me just move this here really quickly. All right, we're back. Okay. So we're just going to go in order. Here's the first clip that we're going to take a look at. It's just going to be all sorts of people. So we'll see how it goes.
Hello, sir, Viva.
All right. So this is our first clip we're going to look at. If you guys don't know, this is Arya. He's very active and famous in our Discord community. Good kid. Good kid. So we're just going to listen to how he's playing, and I'll give some feedback. So.
To play tuk-tuk girls, and I hope you like it.
Okay, so first piece of advice I would give, I don't know how clearly you guys can see this. I was trying to figure out how to zoom in more in VLC. But anyways, his pinky is out a little bit, so whatever he plays is just going to be a bit hard to play. So that's the first thing I would say. Okay, so right there, I want you to guys have a listen to this one more time. So, okay, so it's a little bit strained right there, the terikite. That'd be the first thing. And of course, the pinky finger out. That'll make things a bit harder. So a simple phrase that would kind of help for that would be terikite taka terikite taka taka terikite taka terikite taka terikite taka. And if you guys want, I can write these down as well. But pretty simple, so. And one thing I always talk about is if you listen right here, the last portion of his terikite, and I've told him this before, it's a bit kind of set in as a habit for him, but the last portion of the kite is weak when he's playing it. So yeah, dha terikite. So right there. And of course, the main solution for this is just to practice slowly with more weight. So you would just practice, you know, just for as long as you can. Practice this so long you can have a conversation while doing this. Like what's the weather like? Okay, I just messed up right there. But anyways, the point is you should be able to practice that long enough that, you know, you can talk during it. So things like that definitely could be worked on. So let's listen to the end. It's a short clip. Yeah. So yeah, again, the dedicate, not all the bowls are landing, so just the same thing. Just practice this. It's good for your wrists. So yeah, try this out. It'll be good. So this is one right here that definitely you could work on. So we'll just listen to the end of this. It's only about 10 more seconds, and then we'll go to the next one. Okay, so not bad. One thing I will say about him is he's very enthusiastic about tabla. So he's definitely passionate. He will figure it out at some point. And by the way, guys, this is not me condemning anyone. Tabla is something you play for the joy of it. So if he's enjoying it that way, let him. I'm just explaining on possible ways that you guys can enjoy it even more. So that's kind of my whole thing. So here we go. Let's take a look at this next clip. I don't know what's going to come up. So this seems like accompanying somewhere, so let's see how this is. So this guy seems really good. He seems like he has good balance of Daya and Baya, and they might be accompanying somewhere, so this seems good. Very nice singing too. So yeah, nice, pretty good. I actually like that a lot. Very, very nice. So all I would say to that is maybe, you know, look into some more mukras you could play, like. So that's one more time, I'll play it. You could do that. You could do, you know, other versions of taal. You could do. I heard this from one clip of Ustad Zakir Hussain. He plays. So yeah. So that's you know one thing. But overall, I did like his playing quite a bit. This guy's good. He could just add more mukras. But I'm just pointing out things of a 30-second clip. Maybe he played awesome mukras, and I just didn't see it in the clip. In the chat, we have Jaypreet. Hey man, back from yesterday. I'm really tired. We'll send a Dhati Gene video. I practice an hour and a half, sometimes 2 sessions, but Dhati Gene is my kryptonite. Yeah, I think you were gone yesterday. I kind of broke it down on how to practice it, but I totally get it. You're tired. I understand it's Friday. It's end of the work week. So yeah, this is good right here. I can probably break it down one more time if you want. So this is good. Let's check it right here one more time. So this seems like some bhajan somewhere. I'm just skipping through it. But I am listening for. It seems like he's about to play something pretty cool. So. And it looks like the same tabla player as well, so he's probably in the Discord group. Now let's listen a little bit more. And D high here probably. Din na the din. Awesome. Okay. So I definitely have a few things I could point out on this one. So this is actually the setting that I've played in for mostly when I go out and play tabla, when I was younger, at least for the most part. Bhajans and things like that. A lot of people in the classical community may think they're not that good, but it's a great place to be experimented with your tabla without a lot of judgment. So I really like it. So he's playing. So he's playing that, and then you could do things like tik tu na krdik tu nana, tik tu na krdik tu nana. So like that. That also sounds good. And then if you're really trying to go, in the double speed, you start adding nanagene in the middle of everything. That right there, if that was being played, that would add a lot of energy into the group and would kind of inspire people to sing better. That's what I've seen. So right here, if we played like one more time, we'll listen to it. So right there. So like that, and then you could switch to thick. So like that, and I've played a lot of those, and so this is pretty simple. This is good stuff. I'm also looking at the multiple motorcycle helmets here. It's interesting. So okay, this is good. I like how this guy plays. It's very by the book. It could be more colorful, but he's not doing anything wrong that I can really per se, or that I really noticed, but he's playing well, so I like that. Awesome. Sent my video to your email. I feel like I have material to practice datigene, but the execution-wise, I hate it. The amount I practice, sometimes 2 hours a day, I should have it on lock, but I hate it. Yeah, man, you need to... Okay, first thing, before I even see your email, all right? I'm going to just say one thing, and I'm just switching screens really quickly while I open it, is... Hold on, let me open a new window. Let's see. Okay, yeah. First thing is you don't need to take it so seriously. Everyone has a bowl that, they can't really play, right? It's okay. Just, you have to be playful with it. You're kind of entering a space where, you're kind of fighting against it. Why is it not this way? Do what you can, and then also just kind of allow it to, be what it is as well. So here we go. Let's check out your clip. No virus. Cool. That's always good to know. Or it can't be scanned. Okay, that's fine. So let's see. Let me just download it real quick. How do I do that? Okay, 1 second. I guess it's not downloading. One moment, guys. Okay, yeah, here we go. I think it downloaded. Okay. Wow, it's a big file. All right. So this looks good. It looks like it's sideways, but we'll see what we can do. Can you guys hear that, or... Oh, wait, hold on, 1 second. Okay, so I don't know how to turn this sideways, but I guess we'll have to see this sideways, unfortunately. Okay, so first thing I'd say about this is you have to first praise yourself that you can see that it sounds light. you know, you have the gift of knowing that it sounds light. Most of the people's clips that I'm going to review today, they don't really know that they're playing sounds light. So that's the first step about where you are. Now, the few things I would say about this is you have to break it down kind of into steps. So don't just practice datigene dene endlessly. First, just work on datigene. So like that. Practice datigene as much as you can. Make sure that part is on lock, especially the ne. Make sure that ne is coming out well. Sorry, this tabla is a bit stubborn. All right, so make sure the ne is coming out right. So one more time. So another trick, by the way, about datigene dene is, and why you practice the datigene part over and over, is you don't play it all the way on the siai. Let's take a look one more time. See where your D is landing. Yeah, okay. I can't really tell because it's sideways, and I know I should know how to turn this sideways. Let's see if there's a way I can do quickly. Jump forward, tools, effects and filters, video effects, geometry. I don't know. I could figure it out, but I don't want to waste too much time doing that. Anyways, so I'm really telling by listening. I'll listen to a little bit more. Okay, yeah. So the first two steps I'll give to you. There is a third step. I won't tell you that right now. Just work on these two. First two steps to fixing your datigene dene. Play for one more second. So it is pretty light. First step, work on the datigene. So play the ti. Let me change the cameras really quickly so you can see this. Play the ti, and I guess I should actually keep the view like this. It's probably be better. All right, play the ti like this. Right here. Kind of on the outside, so. Not all the way here, but here, so. So just practice datigene. And you don't have to always pull back on the baya. But make sure that's good. Make sure when you go faster, it doesn't get light. You know, make sure it has that weight. So work on datigene as much as you can. Seems like you have the time. Work on that part. Then when you add the dhene into it, at this slow speed, now this right here is really important. Throw the dhene. All right? Throw the dhene. So you see how that sounds kind of bad? That's because I'm throwing it. So like that. That's what I'm doing. You throw the dhene. And that will be the first two steps to fixing your datigene dene. But besides that, you should be good. All right? Now let's take a look at what's next. These are clips from other people. Let's take a look. I always love when someone keeps their tabla in their bag. It's just hyper efficient. All right, let's see what's happening. Wow, okay, that tabla was okay. I was not expecting that. With all that branding, I thought it'd be way better sounding, but let's see. So yeah, first thing I'd say, keep these fingers a little bit closer together. Let's see what he's about to play. I'll skip through this. So one thing I do like about this, I could go on about, hey, this tabla, why are you playing this kind of tabla and posting it? But I do like that he's not going fast and he's trying to stay controlled. It appears that way at least. Okay, so that D he kind of missed. Is that... So yeah, it seems like he's just starting out here, so I don't blame him too much. His hand looks a little stiff. He's playing da did did. So just it's a little bit stiff. That's all I'd say, but yeah. So yeah, not bad. It's okay. Just I think he's just starting out, but his hands are just a bit stiff overall. So he should just keep playing and kind of learn to relax more over time. No real specific thing, I would say, unless he wants to practice like da 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 da. So like that, stuff like that. Anything to open the tete, like even something like this, like. Even something like that would help him out a bit on opening up the wrist. But not bad. Not too bad. And interesting sound on the tabla is all I'll say right there. Okay, let's take a look at this next clip. Oh no, we heard this yesterday. This is you again, Jaypreet. This is good. This was good what you were playing. Okay, next, let's hear this. So if you guys don't know who this is Eric from our Discord community. He is so advanced when it comes to different things. Hey, look, it's my video. I've accumulated so many playing hours since this clip. 12 hours a week times 52 weeks. It's a year-old vid. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, did you catch what I was saying earlier about dhati gene dene? If not, I'll break it down again in a bit. So yeah, Eric right here in the Discord group, he's one of our moderators. Fantastic guy. Really good when it comes to complex beat cycles, way beyond my understanding, and just good. But yeah, one main thing I'll tell him as well, keep this pinky finger in. It'll sound a lot, your playing will be a lot easier when you do that. And yeah, a little bit on that treque. It could be a little clearer. So it's something like. So just make it. Get a good, like a horse trotting sound. Like that. So that'd be one bowl, I say. But overall, he knows a lot of things that I don't know, so shouldn't say too much. Yeah, there you go. So there's even more treque. Hey, Inderjeet, how is stuff? Yep, I'll work on my dhati ghene first, then once I get the feel, I'll add the dhene, but throw it. When I play dhati ghene, should I emphasize the ti and ne more? Yes, exactly. Emphasize the ti and ne, and of course, remember, keep the ti here. Awesome, Inderjeet. Yeah, if you want, Inderjeet, send in a clip or something. I would love to hear you playing. Whenever, man. Whenever. Just message me, and at some point. I'm doing more things in the school again, so you can also check out there. But yeah, I would love to hear your playing. Inderjeet is advanced very fast. So, but here, just the only thing I'd mainly say on is the treque. But he is enjoying himself, so I can't say too much about that. All right, So we have this. We have more clips from Arya as well, but let's just skip those for now. We already did one of his. If we later come back to that, we'll check it out. All right. But yeah, Inderjeet, you can send me a message on WhatsApp, and we'll see. We'll see from there. We'll figure something out. All right. Okay. Wow, this is starting out fast. All right. Let me raise the volume a bit on here, and lower the volume in my headphones just a bit, because it's a bit loud for me. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. All right. Let's check this guy. He's already starting fast, so this is gonna be good. Okay, so one thing I will say, Dere Dere, good. He is definitely inspired to play Dere Dere fast. Let's say it that way. But the thing is that I think he's so excited about Dere Dere, all the bowls in between are getting eaten up a little bit. Let me see what this Rayla is really quickly. So I think it's like Dhaterik, So there's a lot of bowls. How's it going, Joshua? So there's a lot of bowls in the middle, all the terekites and tuns. The dere dere is coming out well. And you can tell he's kind of forcing it a little bit. I can tell with his forearm. He's not really ready for the speed yet, but I think he's seen maybe videos of other fast people playing dere dere fast. So yeah, so it's really the clarity can be gained in the Dhaterik. So I know it's not exactly that, but I'm just showing you that terekite and tun need to be just as clear as the dere dere. It's like that. So that'd be the main thing I'd say. Let's just play a little bit more, see what else happens. So he's really kind of forcing it. I think it's all right to play dere dere slowly as well. A lot of people, people may not give you as many likes if you play it slowly. I've definitely tested it out, but I think it's okay. Ah, very nice reciting. Let's hear that one more time. Let's hear this. All right, so not bad. I was overall impressed. If anyone is that into tabla that they want to play dere dere like that, that's a good thing for the most part. Just you can bring out a little bit more clarity on the terekite and tun part. But nice. I enjoy that. Anyone that spends time practicing, I naturally enjoy. So let's check this out. Let's see what this is. Ah, okay, cool. Dene gene. Okay, one thing I can already point out, and I know I pause these videos fast. Look at how much he's throwing his hand on the dene gene. When your hand gets looser, you don't have to throw it that much. Look. Now you can't really see because the angle, but from here, versus look at how much he's throwing it. It goes very far out. Or that could just be the angle, but it seems that way. I really hope there's not a double speed, but let's see. Okay, it's not double, but that's fine. Okay, this is the bowl that's getting eaten up. Let's listen to this part one more time. Okay, so right there, I don't know if you guys could tell, but it's dene genetic, dene gene dene. that part. Dhene, ghene, dhene. So dhene, ghene, dhene. Right there. That's getting a little bit eaten up. By the way, on the nana ghene for all of these, just make sure you kind of, the nana ghene, play that a little bit louder. It sounds good. Awesome, Inderjeet. I'll take a look at your clip next. Let's just hear this. I can open WhatsApp while this is happening, but and there's a lot more you can do on the baya as well that I think is missing. Yeah, so it's just the weight overall. You can tell he's kind of, so. Yeah, I wish he didn't go faster there, but let's just skip to the end. It's all right, man. He's trying. He's trying to go faster, but it's all right, man. I mean, at that speed, anyone would mess up. Watch me mess it up. See, the nana ghene for me feels sloppy. So, anyone would kind of mess that up. So you don't really have to go that fast right there. But good try though. Good try. Just I'd say spend a little bit more time slowly practicing this. It'll come out. Make sure again all the bowls are coming out, not just the first dhene ghene. You'll see this is a kind of recurring theme on this. Make sure that all the bowls dhene ghene dhene tik. So wait, how does it go? Sorry, dhene ghene tik dhene ghene dhene, like that. So make sure they're all going fast. Do you have tips for building tempo for Rao Rela? Feel as though my clarity and relaxation of my hands lacks when playing faster. Yes, send in a clip. But for Rao Rela or Ro, just there's one exercise in particular that I can give you. It's a little bit lengthy, but I can maybe type it out. Or I can also show you videos previously I've covered it in. So it's kind of a lengthy exercise, but practice for now. One quick tip: good 2-finger tete compositions. That'll help with Rao. Sorry, I don't know why I call it Rao. It'll help with your balance a good bit. And terekete is, unless you're playing with full hand, terekete, just send in a clip. I'll take a look. So yeah, that's this. I still like it. Someone spending their time, working on dhene ghene. It's all right. All right. So let me now. We have a clip from Inderjeet. I need to load my WhatsApp. Hopefully it doesn't crash my stream or something. Oh, man, it's going to have to load and everything. All right. So, yeah, he just sent in a clip. Let's click Save As really quickly and save it to the folder. 1 second. All right. Okay, cool. We will take a look right now. Okay, let me close this now. Okay, where did the clip go? All right, here it is. So let's look. Me and screen. Okay, here we go. So yeah, let's see. No, wait, not this. I don't know why this is kind of not coming out right, but let's see. I'll try to open it as big as I can. And all right, it's not opening very big. So we'll just keep it like that. I guess not the best view, but let's hear it. We're just talking about Ro, and here we go. He's playing it. So I can tell, Inderjeet, you've definitely put in time and thought and clarity. Okay, there's only one tip. Play just a little bit further back here. You'll get more good open dhin kind of sound. The terekete will become a little bit lighter, but overall you'll get a bit more balanced of a sound. But I do like how you're playing. You're putting effort, in the clarity. I know you're practicing. It's good. Maybe just practice a little bit slower or record it a little bit slower. It'll be good. Very nice, though. Very nice. All right. Since there's, I guess, multiple people asking about row, and we just covered it here as well, I'm going to type out something really quickly that I think will help with it. So let's just go to Google Docs really quickly. Hi, Sandesh. How are you doing? I meant to say hi, but I was covering something. All right. We're going to cover this exercise that will help everyone with their row. I know everyone in the communities and everything, they love row. People think that when you play row well, all of a sudden you get, invited into the Masters Tabla Club. But I just want to let you guys know, even after you play a row, nothing really, changes. I know for a lot of people, what I'm trying to say is people think it's like a merit badge because you see so many ustads playing it well, but it's just, a rela. All right. Okay. So why is this not typing? Okay, cool. So here we go. The exercise that'll help a lot with row. And this was given to me by Vivek. And if you want to listen to a row that sounds amazing, go check out his row. It's just insane. So dha tere kitte taka. Tik tere kitte taka. And some of you guys may be familiar with this. I've covered it many times. Dha tere kitte taka, tik tere kitte taka. And then tik tere kitte. So dha tere kitte taka, tik tere kitte taka, tak tere kitte taka, tak tere kitte taka. So dha tere kitte taka, tik tere kitte taka, tak 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 tere nanagene. So the trick in this one, I'm about to see how many. So it's tak tere kitte taka, tak tere kitte taka. So let me just count it out. So dha tere kitte taka, tik tere kitte taka, tak 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 tere kitte taka. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times this, but alternate fingers. Start with index, middle, then pinky and ring. Then, okay, let me go down here. Middle, pinky and ring. Then, let's see, so pinky and ring, then middle again, middle, and end with index. So you have all this. So dha tere kitte taka, tak 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 dhene nana ghene. Okay, whoops. All right. So then at the end right here, you'll play tak dhene nana ghene. Okay, Prashant, I think not pinky. Pinky and ring, like these two. Pretty sure I'm writing that. Taka dhene nana ghene. Let me just make sure. Once I play it, it'll all make sense. So I just wrote this kind of fast, but maybe you're right. I wrote it wrong. But here we go. So dha. So this is why it's so good, because for row you're using all the fingers, and you need to have them all basically under your command. The problem with most people's row is that not all the fingers you have a good mind to muscle connection with. So this one will work with that. So dha tere kitte taka, tik tere kitte taka. That's the first line. So dha taka tere kitte. So index taka tere kitte taka, taka tere kitte taka, taka tere kitte taka, taka dhene nana ghene. Let me slow that down just a little bit. So the first line one more time. So dha tere kitte taka, tik. Then the index. See? These two. Pinky and ring. So this is ring, right? So yeah, that's how you would improve your row. We had the last question before. So you have to listen carefully when you do this. Some finger of yours will be light. So when you play it, overemphasize that. Like for me, it was always the middle finger. So if I was playing this, I want to strengthen the middle finger, it would go. So like that. As much weight as I can put down right there. And you can hear kind of the reverb around the room. That's how you know I'm putting down weight. For a lot of people, it'll be this part. So one more time, I'll do it. Of course, for every delicate, you could emphasize it, but definitely when you get to the ring and pinky. So. So like that. So emphasize that portion. So that's kind of the point. Use this and emphasize each finger. Make sure you can control the volume on any of them. Basically what I mean is if I told you to play this and I said, hey, make the index finger loud, would you be able to do that? Would you be able to do? Would you be able to just control that out of whim? And of course, go faster and still keep that control. I guarantee you your row will sound a lot better and just overall smoothness. So this will help quite a bit. So that's row right there. But good job, Inderjeet. Inderjeet, keep practicing. All right, back to our collection of videos. Let's see, where were we? We were here. I think this is just audio. Okay, is this the same thing over and over again and there's no video? We can just probably skip this, but let's just skip to the middle. Let's see what this is. Okay, even in here, and I think I can hear this because of these headphones. I can hear that last day he's playing a little bit quietly. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but just listen one more time. It's... Make sure that's coming right. Right there. Don't skip out on that. The cut is coming out fine. Let me just skip to the end, see what this is. All right. Okay, interesting. So literally 2 minutes of the exact same thing. All right. Well, that's interesting for sure. Okay. All right. We have that. Next, we have a video 40 seconds long. It's called Dhage na dha terekite, dhage na dha terekite. So let's see what this is all about. I think we have a couple just with audio, then it'll go back to being video. So let's see. Okay, this is good. Dhagena. Okay, good accent on the bio. So just kind of light playing. Yeah, so it's delicate. He's playing just more on the delicate. That's what I would say. Just that, basically. Yeah, just what I keep hearing over and over again is that delicate, just light. All right, yeah, so for that, I think I've already, shared this exercise a bunch of times, but for that, I think which is full hand delicate, just simple, delicate, and also given to me by Vivek as well, delicate, taka, delicate, taka, delicate, taka, delicate, taka. Taka, delicate, taka, delicate, taka, delicate, taka, taka, delicate, taka, delicate, taka, delicate, taka. Now, he told me when he was growing up, he would play this for half an hour. This is just it. I know I've already played it one time, but here it goes. So. And do the same thing. Make sure all portions of your delicate you have control over. The first day. the second re, the last day, the last kite. So just all of those, and then you'll have mastery over dedicate. It's nothing too complicated. So that's that. Okay, we have another one called dere dere, and this is the last for now of the audios. So let's hear this one. All right, let's just leave this one. I don't really even know what he's playing, but it could be it's not recorded well, but I have to be able to tell what you're playing to give, kind of feedback. Let me just try for a second, but yeah, it sounds like the dere dere. He could be playing it well, but it's a bit too light for the speed he's trying to play it at. So he's playing many dere dere in a row. And what happens is it starts to get light as you go faster. So yeah, in fact, let me try to show you what light dere dere sounds like. Like that. That's what starts to happen. And it should be like, it should kind of keep that as much as it can till you go fast. So it's getting a little bit light. So yeah. Could also be bad recording, but there's that. We'll go through a few more of these. I think we've gone through quite a lot. If you guys have more questions, I'll answer those as well. But all right, let's skip this. These are some of my friends here that played something. Okay. Okay, I like the speed. I don't know what that is in the background, but yeah, so only thing is it's like I keep saying the same thing in every video. Almost the same thing. But hopefully you guys watching, you're kind of getting the point. What mistakes people make in general. I don't know any better way than to just go through clips, and again, if this is coming off like, oh, I know better, this is just what I hear. This is not a indictment against anyone playing it. But dhati dhagna dhatirikite. Even when you say it with something that will remind you to play it fast. So right there, sir. So like that, everything. Like that. So, oh yeah, this, by the way, reminds me of one other thing I'll add to this as well. And if you guys want this document, it's not well polished or anything, but just something for 3-finger terikite, dha terikite. Dha terikite. Terikite, dha terikite. Man, I can't spell today. All right. So, dha terikite, terikite, dha terikite. Okay? So, all that is basically and of course, make sure all parts of it are good. I can speed it up a little bit. See, even when I speed it up, you can hear the distinct, maybe not that last day. Maybe even I could say right there, even the last day for me sounds a little bit weak, but the first two still had distinction to it. So that's that right there, not this. Okay, good. Good stuff so far. So yeah, we'll go through, let's see, 1, 2, 5 more just briefly. Hi, Prashant. I've sent the clip of me playing Rao to your email. Awesome. Let's take a look. Let me just hide my screen really quickly. Awesome. Here's the clip. I have the Lara set at 155. I struggle around the 165, 170 mark. And I assume you're talking about single speed. So that means what? Half of 165 is 82, 85. That's good. That's good speed. That's the right speed. Row is also something, although I talk about practicing slow, if you practice row slowly, you won't really get the feel of the composition. So here we go. Let's pull this up. Let's see what we got. Okay, I already like the load that. Okay, what is happening here is you're not using the wrist. I don't know why I'm in this view. I meant to be here. Okay, let's go over this one more time. So this is row. I like how you started. You know, I like the low pitch daya. Okay, what's happening is that it's all finger motions. It's not a movement of the wrist. That's the thing. So that'd be the first thing I point out. Let's keep listening. Yeah, so I would highly recommend the exercise I said previously. All the fingers can't be heard very distinctly. So just make sure everything is a little bit more distinct. That's what I would say. So really, I would say one more time, work on this one. And if you want me to go over it one more time, just say, this exercise right here will help a lot because, see, look, this is the whole thing. You're alternating with fingers to start the index, middle, pinky ring, you know, all of them. You alternate through this index, middle, these two, middle, index, and then you end with takadhene nanaghene. It's a little confusing to write, but once I understood this, it was gold. So really try this, and also this dhaterikite. That's what I highly recommend for you to try out. All right? Those will really help. Really, really help. Okay. Wait, I guess we can listen to the whole thing. There's 20 seconds. Yeah. So the other thing is that you're just trying to use this. You got to learn how to. So look at, I guess, my profile view. You know, it's all kind of like this. Now, when I say that, don't immediately start trying to do that. That comes on its own. That's actually a really important point. Sometimes, you know, I'll say tete should be with the wrist. Then people start playing tete, like, you know, there's not any weight to it. They just start doing this. No, start with everything very distinct. Then as you go faster, your wrist will loosen up. That's a very important point that I've been trying to explain to, you know, some students. Okay, not bad. Not bad. But yeah, keep going. Another thing is I will say that the low pitch dayas are a bit harder to get clarity on. They're good to practice on, but you'll have a more difficult time. So do this exercise I just said, or both of them on that low pitch daya. You'll be golden. You'll be golden. All right? So that was an excellent question, and thank you again, guys, for sending that in. Inderjeet, if you're also still here, thank you, guys. It's been, I really love, you know, explaining that. All right, so that was that right there. That's what I recommend. Let's see. We'll do a few more. All right, few more. Now, this clip looked kind of weird to me. I don't know what this is, but okay, we'll get to this. What are your thoughts on how does one go from advanced playing style to an elite level? Given that person does a breadth of playing styles, fixed composition, improvisation, and accompaniment regularly. So how do you go from advanced playing to elite level? Well, there's two things. First of all, you know, consistency definitely does a lot. But the other thing is you have to kind of, you know, also it's also the other thing about an elite level is that it's kind of you've built an identity. And this isn't so much, you know, Thank you, Inderjeet. This isn't so much tabla related, but you have to kind of see that elite level tabla players, their identity is built around being elite, and that's why they play that way. For example, Ustad Tari Khan goes somewhere, everyone is getting up saying "wah wah," right there. That identity builds over time. So if you just also keep seeing yourself as one day I'll practice enough and I'll get to the point of I'll be elite. You'll just always be stuck in that one day kind of thing. So you have to build your identity. You must be consistent with your practice, but also you have to learn to, mess around, and whenever you feel the need, just throw out the rules and do what you like to as well. That doesn't mean, by the way, don't play clearly. It just means play clearly with your own kind of style. So those are the three things I would say. Consistency, build your identity around it, which that I can't really give exact, tips on how you can do that. You can, teach other people, you can post maybe online, stuff like that, find a kirtan group or something, build an identity. And then, of course, what was the third point? The first one, consistency. Oh yeah, mess around. Don't be so serious about the whole thing. It's an art. You saw Ustad Zakir Hussain, right? The most playful person, ever. On stage, everywhere. Everything was just a joke to him. The audio would go wrong. He'd play something, a composition related to that on the tabla. Whatever would happen, he's just playful with it. So that playfulness changes everything. In fact, that may be the biggest point to all this. Let's hear what this is. This is kind of weird. It's like a play along. Probably skip this. Yeah, this is just someone playing luggies. This is kind of weird, but he's just playing some like stuff like that. So that is that right there. I don't know what to say to that. He's just playing. I think that right there is actually fine. A lot of so-called like elite tabla players would be like, "Oh, he's playing. He's just sitting on his bed playing along to stuff on his laptop. He's having a good time." I think that's fine. I'm not so particular like, "Oh, how you should put it away and just practice, forever quietly." No, that's fine as is too. Let's see what this is. So dhatere kittaka. So dhatere kittaka, not so dhatere kittaka. That's what's missing here. You guys see, it's the same thing everywhere. Dhatere kittaka. Just make sure whatever bowl you play, you're not swallowing the end of it. You're playing the entire thing with the same loudness. Look, really simple, guys. Oh, this tabla is now out of tune. By the way, mine is kind of bad too. My kitataka. When I played it, I'm realizing that as well. But I would work on this a little bit before, posting it anywhere or anything like that. So it's a little bit clearly. But I do understand the mistake. So that's it. Let's listen to a little bit more. So yeah, you guys can kind of hear that kitataka. And the cut is a little bit light too. So yeah, not bad, but still, I like the Lara. I like it. Kind of, I have to kind of say I like it because otherwise this stream could just come off so mean. Like I'm just bashing, all these. I'm just sharing what I hear. It's not good or bad. So don't take it like, don't write like, oh, you think you're better. No, a lot of these people that we've heard play better than me. Okay, no. This is a video that was yesterday. What are your thoughts on tabla players who play with Shabad and Kirtan? Some of them are raw. Yeah. Some of them have made up their own mukras and their own styles, and it's just awesome. It's just a lot of fun. And I love people that do their own kind of thing. Just some of them are awesome. I don't even know where to find them. I usually look for clips on YouTube, but for those kind of people, you have to go look in like Facebook groups, But yeah, they're really phenomenal, and they're unique. They're unique, so I love that for sure. I really love that. So this is one gift from my teacher that I'm sharing with you guys. This is why I like doing the beginner lessons, guys, right here. Because I love telling beginners to start playing loudly. Don't start with, a real soft hand. Otherwise, it's hard to fix later on. So, right there. Man, this tabla's out of tune. But anyways, the point is that treque. Nice. So yeah, that's right. I think is he playing two finger tete? Wait, what is this? Hold on. Okay, this is like some sort of full hand two finger tete hybrid. Okay, I think it might be two finger tete. So that's what two finger tete, and full hand sounds even better. Now, I'll even give feedback on my own playing. That's a little bit too fast for me because I'm practicing all the dhaga with the 1-2. So a little bit slower, and my 1-2 would have been better. So right there. So like that. It would be a little bit better slow. Nice variation though. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this gut. Hold on. What is that gut? Hold on. This gut is about to be strange. Look. So I don't know what this is. Just play gut like this. Not okay, guys. So not like this. Full sounding gut. Yeah, I don't know about this. This is all right. I picked a good composition. Didn't go fast, at least. So there's that. At least there's not a double speed to that. So yeah, not. I don't really know what to say about that. Basically, you would want to start practicing everything more loudly. That cut, cut is an underrated bowl. I would dedicate a whole stream to it, but I would dedicate a whole stream to it, but at this point, there's not a lot I can really say. Just emphasize it everywhere. I sent you 3 YouTube shorts for content on the live stream. One really good but low-key tabla player and Shabbat Kirtan. Yeah, I don't really, play a lot of just links people want to hear. I'm more interested in people that want to know more or explaining things, because then this stream I kind of turn into like a jukebox. Then people just send me links to play, and it's not really something I want to do. Unless you want some feedback on them, I do that, but maybe at the end. Maybe at the end I'll play it once before we end. So can you guys hear the ne that he's playing? For a second, I was wondering where the sound is coming from. So yeah, ne here, right here. So that ne. So that part, that all the nays are basically missing. Yeah, so you can hear the dhin but no ne basically. A little bit offbeat, but yeah, basically the ne is what I want to tell whoever this is to focus on just a little bit. You know, just a little bit slowly. So like that. That's that one. And we'll now do, let's see, what time is it? We've been streaming for, yeah, we'll do about 5-10 more minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. And probably at the end, I'll, take a look at one of the shorts that you sent. So tell me out of the three, if there was one to play, which one you'd want. All right. Yeah, if you could. He plays really difficult things at a fast but clean rate. Awesome. Okay, this is going to be like a long intro, so 3 minutes. Let's just see how that tabla goes. Okay, so this is Sai Bhajan. Definitely played a lot with those. I like his baya modulation he's doing. Seems good. Okay, good. Not bad, not bad. He plays some with a bit of weight. I mean, just practice with a bit more weight, but nicely done. Simple stuff. Simple stuff. All right, we'll probably just do one more of these because I'm kind of getting tired of watching these. But okay, so here we go. Last one. The video, I don't know why it's called Meow Tricks. I don't know what that is about. The right in the second row, third right in the second row seems to be mine. Oh, okay. Third right in the second row. Okay, interesting. Third right. Okay, maybe. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah, so this is a good composition. I like that he came to it. Just the dhinanag. So just, if anything, just play that slower. So this would be one of those things that to get it right. Oh, real ice storm. I don't even see it was you. I thought it was still Jaypreet. Hey man, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I don't know if I covered yours yet. Third right in the second row. Okay, yeah. Maybe I did cover yours probably earlier. But yeah, okay, basically in here when you're practicing, you want to kind of emphasize the dhene when you're playing. So dhatiri ghirana dhene tak dhatiri ghirana. So make sure you're doing that. And even pick variations with multiple dhenes in it. That'll also help your hand. Also, Jaypreet, when you're practicing dhati gene dhene, practice multiple of those in a row. So like that. Wait, is this you, Ice Storm? That's is this you playing? I think I think one of them is of your teacher that you posted, I believe. Okay, no. Okay, I guess not. Let's see. So you said third right in the second row. So from the right, second row, this. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think this is you. Let's hear it. So is there no video, or is it just you're playing in the dark? Okay, so the only thing is just smoothing out the terikite just a little bit. It's you're playing. It sounds loud to me in the room, so that's one thing I like. You're not playing softly, but I would just recommend, this same exercise that I've been. Oh, you're camera shy. Well, guess we all are to some degree. But yeah, just this kind of terikite exercise. So. Just smoothing out the terikite. When you play it, you'll hear maybe some part is coming out, quietly. Just emphasize that part. So, and just smoothing it out. And as you get faster, so right there, even one taka I was playing kind of wasn't good. But as you go on, it'll kind of all smoothen out. It's like a wheel, you don't want there to be. You want it to be perfectly round so it turns properly. So that's kind of how I'd explain your terikite. But I think that is probably it, guys, for feedback on clips. I have probably said can you show how to play that slowly? Yes, the terikite exercise. Definitely. All right, this one. So I'll play this for a minute or two. Then we'll take a look at some shorts that were sent in. Not a big fan of just, playing YouTube clips. I'll randomly pick one. All right, and we'll just end with that, okay? So this one. Tere kitte taka, tere kitte taka, taka, tere kitte taka, tere kitte taka, tere kitte taka. Now, I have one student. He just turned 10. He struggled to grasp this. I told him it's like a sandwich. Look, you have the first one on top, and the last line is the same, and inside you have whatever filling is in the sandwich. All right, so look at it that way. First line, last line, same. So tere kitte taka, tere kitte taka, taka tere kitte taka, tere kitte taka, tere kitte taka. All right, so. And of course, the thing that takes us to the next level is when you work on all the different parts of it. I know people have been watching this whole thing. I said this 5 times. But, for example, the first day. So, tere. So I'm accenting the first day. If that's fine, then go to the second. Then go to the cut. It's like that. And then the kitte. It's like that. So make sure it's all smooth. Your terikite will improve a lot. And I'll be doing probably next month, all month, practicing just terikite. For me, all month, this month is just working on the baya. Next month will be that. Yeah, I have been troubles with it, especially in higher speeds. Thanks. I will work. All right. It's an interesting way to write the comment. Okay. Awesome. So we did that. We did everything, basically. Any final questions? Really quickly, I can answer something while you guys maybe are thinking of anything. I'll check out this email really quickly. Forgot having, yeah. That's why I thought it was a very serious thing. All right, let's pick 1, 2, or 3. We're not going to play all of them. Let's go with this one, number 2. When I practice Dhati Gene, do you want me to play it super duper slow, really build it? For a while. You know, this is where you'll have to use your own discernment. Play it slow to understand what it sounds like with weight, and then keep that same weight as you go faster. So you're playing it slow, not because you're going to stay there forever, but to hear what the weight sounds like so that when you go faster, it'll all make sense. Now, I'm actually not sure if my system can play YouTube links, but we're going to go with this one. This one has lug in the title of it, so if he's playing a luggy, it'll make sense. All right. Okay, let's see if this plays. Sachin Sasane. How are you, man? And I might do another stream tomorrow at my time, noon around. Might change it up for the weekend. Doing it at night is, All right. Does this play? Yeah, it does. Okay, with the way he's smiling and the way he's building it up, you already know something good is coming. He's happy. There's a bit of a build up. This is going to be good. You can already tell. One more time. Awesome. Okay, so now I see why you're getting obsessed with Dati Genedene. You're even looking at videos. Now, this guy must have a strong hand. I will say something about Dati Genedene while accompanying. That is where it's difficult, especially when people bring their symbols and things like that. That's where, it kind of interferes with that Dene sound. But yeah, he must have a good hand. I've never been able to play Dati Genedene while accompanying. Even that one video you said you liked, he is shut up, I'll sing, bro. He's in the okay. Interesting. Let's listen to that one more time. Okay, so this is good. So not dinna. Okay, so this is yeah. So I'll just play this one. I picked one of them. I don't like just playing just like clips on shorts and stuff like that. If people need help, that's kind of what this stream is for. But anyway, so one thing I would say is what he played was really good, but one thing I would say is you don't have to play necessarily something that hard. You could kind of play like dot ding ding dot ding like so. So I'll slow it down just a little bit. So he's starting like that. You could just play. You could just. What he played was phenomenal. Dati Genedene. I couldn't play it at that speed, but you don't always have to play something that hard. Something kind of simpler with the Denegene bowl would also be good. So you could play, which is kind of harder. But I'm playing Denegene taka taka Denegene. Okay, the buy is lagging a little bit, but doesn't sound the best. I'm kind of trying to demonstrate, but these are slightly easier things to do. I'm playing dhene ghene tak tak right there. So like that. So that could be things, but I liked what he played a lot too. It was good. It was hard to it must be hard to play that. So that's it. Okay, teach dadra luggi next time. Man, how about a please? Just a command. Teach dadra luggi next time. Sure. How about one right now? So okay, simple dadra luggi. Da na na gin na. Okay, so this is kind of. So okay, so since this is in my head, this is a dadar lagi. Da na na gina na, da na gina da na na gina na, da na gina. This is also simpler than what he played. So try this. Da na na gina na, da na gina na, da na gina na. Like that. So yeah, that's a simple dadar lagi. Da na na gina ta, da na gina. And I was just kidding about the thank you, but it would be nice. But anyways, so dha na na ginita, dha na gina, dha na na ginita, so. Just like that. So that's kind of it right there. All right, should we look at one more short? Might as well. All right, one more. Nice, very nice. So dhenanaga, dhenanaga, taka taka, dhenanaga. Yeah. See, even on this one, you know, the dhere dhere is good, but these are all very complicated phrases. You know, of course he's playing well. No one's gonna say that, but you could just play dhenanaktik, dhenanaktik, dhenanak, dhenanaktik. You know, the dhere dhere adds more complexity. Tabla players will like that, but when it comes to this casual folk, you know, you can just keep it simpler, and that's if you know you want to play stuff like this, but you can just play. Okay, is he elite level? You know, that's you know like a thing of opinion. You know, it's a thing of opinion. I don't know what elite would really be. One thing I will say is you don't really see this level of complexity in. Wait, I just realized I could zoom in on this, right? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that would have been better. Yeah, you don't see this level of complexity when most people are accompanying. You know, but when it comes to elite level, I don't know about all that. You know, I just think there's tabla players. You know, if you're elite or, you know, I'm not big into like ranking everyone. Although there are some people I like their playing, they consistently play everything well. Elite, you know, I don't know. How do you figure out what tabla size is correct for your hand? Is it just a feeling type of thing? Okay, so a good question. Hey, you can see my powder. Okay, so for what size is good for your hand, this is what I would say. And this is, I don't know if you guys know who Triptraj is. He teaches a lot of the students in our group. Fantastic. He taught me that what he does is every day he plays a different size. So some days he'll play 5.5, then he'll go. So this is how I have it: 5 3/4, 7, 6, 5 3/4. I used to have 5.5. Gave it to a student. So that's kind of, you know, how I would, you know, recommend it. So you should be able to play all of them, because what are you gonna do when, you know, you have to accompany with a flute player, and let's say flute player and You need to play like a 5-inch, really high pitch E tabla or something. I don't know, by the way, if flute is in that scale. I'm just giving an example. You know, your hand has to be ready for all the sizes. You know, I think even in the last two shorts that I played, you know, he plays in I think it's two different size tablas. So you got to be for everything. Dhere dhere riyaz, really simple. I'll even tell you with one hand while I'm just relaxing. For dhere dhere, simplest riyaz is when you're playing. Make one side louder. For example, the dhe. So that's me putting accent on the dhe. Then other times when you play it, make the re louder. Now this is something that people can hardly do. So now I'm making the re side louder. Now back to the dhe. Re. That will get the feeling in both of your hand, in all parts of your hand. Then when you play dhere dhere, it'll come out more clearly. After you do that, tell me, then I'll give you a phrase. The phrase is really simple. Dhere dhere kat, ghere dhere dhere kitataka. That doesn't sound that good, but it could be a little bit cleaner, but that's kind of the point. Been a while since I played dhere dhere. Yeah, not sounding that good, but really simple. Dhere dhere kat, ghere dhere dhere kitataka. Simple phrase. So do those two things. You know, a lot of the solutions I'm giving are so simple that you guys may be like, no, it's got to be some super complicated phrase that comes to you from the heavens. Not really. Not really. You know, it's all pretty simple. Just play anything, you know, even out the volume of everything. And, you know, that would be it. Hand placement for dhere dhere. Yeah, just one thing about it is keep all your fingers together. And of course, I'm playing sideways for if you're straight on. This is how I play it. Someone in the chat said one time, no, actually, you should play it like this. And I was like, no, I can't, you know, but get a little bit of sound from your palm and your fingers. So that would be, you know, the way to play dhere. So yeah, guys, it's been good. It's been good. Anything last? I'll take one last question if you guys got it, and then we will wrap this up. We'll start closing out all these tabs. Thank you, everyone that sent in a clip. I'm not too happy about playing shorts, you know, just to listen, because like I said, this becomes a jukebox, and you know, it's not very constructive. It's more consumptive, but still, thank y'all. So anything else? It is a bowl that comes from the palm curling. It would reduce the effect. It is a bowl that comes from the palm curling. Thank you, Sachin. Yeah, basically you just, you know, there's not a lot to dhere dhere either. It's not truly very complicated. You know, you just kind of work on it slowly. And for dhere dhere, one thing I will say is you do have to push your hand a bit. You have to practice it a bit. And of course, people will take this out of context and they'll be like, okay, yeah, so I'll just play dhere dhere fast all the time. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, you know, while you're building your clarity, you will have to take it faster and faster over time. So that's kind of what I'm saying. And that's about it, guys. That's been a stream. It's been fun. And of course, this is fun for me too. I love just reacting to clips and things like that. If you guys have anything in specific next, sir, will there be a live video every day? I'd like there to be. I do my best because I love the connection that I get with you guys. I have this set on the stream on ultra low latency, so when you guys type something, I see it almost immediately. It's almost like we're on one just video call. So, you know, it's there. I love that I can mess up and keep going. Back in the day, good Lord, in the beginning, it was torture filming videos, spending hours doing retakes. It's just so not authentic, and this is so much more real. I can just kind of, say whatever and you guys can interact. So I like it a lot better. And then I make videos out of just this itself. So it's not like I don't make regular videos. I just cut them from this. So Ice Storm, man, it's been good. I love when you post your Tom and Jerry gif. I love that, man. It's so funny. Whenever you post that, it's so much fun. There was something I was laughing at earlier. It's been a pretty difficult day for me. A lot of loss in it. But man, when I saw someone in the Discord they were using baby powder or something like that. And someone said, oh, he should be arrested. Zreth. I don't know how to say his name. But man, I found that so funny too. I actually laughed, and I hadn't laughed all day, so that was funny. I like your humor. So yeah. And if you guys don't know, humor is a very key part of, tabla playing. Can't be very uptight, very serious. Just got to keep it chill, So yeah, guys, Ice Storm, it's been fun, man. It's been fun. Oh yeah, and you were also making fun of me for my thumbnails, but hey, it is what it is, So so yeah. All right, this has been fun. So you guys take care, and maybe I'll stream at an earlier time tomorrow. Maybe around my time, noon or 1. We'll see. So all right, guys, take care and have a good weekend. See ya.